of Tennessee. It has been a gauntlet early on for Indiana. And Jack 16 points.
Pat, if you notice,
Mitchell hands off back. Bentley coming this year in Indiana.
Provides some depth.
Here is Clark. She will launch and back. She hit a couple of lasers late. The Sparks. There's Derek and Clark.
Oh. And Kelsey Mitchell missed all of
on their chemistry. Here's the number 2 pick.
Impressive early on.
On the floor right now as Clark gets it to Boston that plagued Los Angeles on Friday.
We really have 3 starters in the backcourt.
Friday, stop and start. Wallace gets inside. And Mitchell post to Wallace will launch from the corner. 2-man game. It's Hamby inside.
And she's got 2 kids.
Clark catch and shoot. Leaves that trying to create. Mitchell on the drive. Gets inside. Wallace being hounded. Shot clock down to the hesitation on the drive.
South of 10 points a game.
So down to 6. And to size, Hamby sees the double team, knocked away and off drive inside. Good position. Smith open on the perimeter, and goals have come from the 3-point line, and now going. It's Hamby going post. Clark likes this matchup. Drive.
The play has been outstanding.
I felt it also. Leroux, good 10 points in that one. Smith on the shot fake, pulls up and
scored in that middle third.
3-on-2, and Talbot is into the game, including Ari McDonald here. It's right back into the hands of Hamby, who turned scorching to start this season. Pull from the corner. And McDonald. Clark working off the double string. Good foul on the Sparks, so.
The basketball.
Badly, though. The Fever just 2 points off of those.
Is working hard for positioning.
Pull on the drive into a double. They'll try to turn the corner on. This is on a 3, but there's Holt. This brand new court. It is gorgeous.
Of course, Indiana won in 2012.
Able to come up with it for the moment. Pros now tack on the technical with it.
I had a great conversation. Recommend it when you come to town.
Fever offense has just been out of sync. Flagrant 1. Holt takes it inside, fades. To Clark, she will launch and barrel.
She likes to do.
She's knocked down. It's tracked down by McDonald. Los Angeles. Wheeler on the drive, off balance and gets it. Here's Jackson turning the corner and showing.
College career at the University of Tennessee.
Noon and the first 3,000 fans. Early lead. It's been all Los Angeles set. Brown whips it into the corner, and Clark's running the break. Hamby gets it back for Jackson. Lead here with rookie Rakia Jackson moved up the charts all the way to number. Clark driving on Nurse. Steps just way away from the rim. Just got it off. Jackson spinning back inside for Clark, who launches. Stuck in the mud. Still in. Here as Clark gets inside. The scoop. Last year, kick out Hamby 3. Points in 15 minutes. Clark back on
her triple.
Clark's these Sparks. Dangerous pass. It found its way. Is swarmed. Boston gets a hand. Wallace, she's wide open. Lofts it into the corner. A Jackson 3.
In his great time there from 2000.
The Big Ten as well. Indiana University.
Year as well.
It up. And Kent could still come today.
The spots on the floor that she wants to get to.
Expect no different here this season. Swing it. McDonald misses on Clark. Clark has 14, has the size advantage and just pulls through. Any Gallery Pastry Group location.
There's ice cream, there's fries.
Gallery Pastry, one of the top. Wallace from the mid-range, 4 and 7 points. It's Hamby back on the differentiator. These games if she could get there. On the floor, McDonald lays it in 2021. Here is Mitchell, fire. Here's Brink sprinting inside. Great defense to Indianapolis, just their 3rd home game. Hamby high-low from way outside. Brink is wide open and better.
And especially LA when
can find that same touch here from Bentley spinning on Hamby.
The starting lineups.
Within 3 and a hold there on back races. And Caitlin Clark.
It happened because she jumped out to dump.
And probably her best defense. Mitchell on the drive, right to the rim. Back for Boston. She'll fire a 3 and
start the second half.
Brink in.
Very good tonight, except for that.
Right there. Clark weaves inside and the
call timeout to stifle and in.
Here's McDonald trying to create.
What the Fever are doing right now. She has to keep her.
Sees a wall, spins out of it nicely. He's starting to impose her will. The extra pass. Nurse is wide open. Hamby handoff.
After she sticks it.
It's available, and he'd come back there early in the kick out. Here's Mitchell. Nurse trying to answer it. Clark lobs it. Fagbenle finishes. Weaver have 16 points in this, but halfway through it. Here is Lexi Brown's pass.
Oh, it's in that first half. She looks
with a lot of space to roam. She three. Mitchell will fire.
Defense. You should be able to get some opportunity.
Scoring. First and Reeves inside. This is a deep two for Boston.
They did that time. And the great one, Tamika Catchings.
For Samuelson. And a blocking back to win. Tamika was the gem there. As Mitchell fires.
Second level.
Sparks 9 and Mitchell beats the pack. Here's how the Fever can look. Third quarter.
I'll see Mitchell right now.
Wheeler. Talbot way outside. He does. Gets rid of it and hit one.
I mean, this is how good in a late game situation.
And
a little bit of a cushion.
Dangerous pass, but it found its way. 34, so we might have lost that lead, but Clark not on the. Samuelson a deep three. Here as we start the fourth quarter. A little high-low with Hamby, and Clark held her.
Most at this point.
Burrell aggressive at 5-point halftime deficit. Took a 5-point.
Going with a little bit of a smaller lineup.
Donald has played heavy minutes off the bench. Behind the back, frees up Boston, flips it up. Injured earlier. So they're big test for the second year.
Roster spots, and that's why you got to stay ready.
Misses at the rim. Boston Fever with 10 fast break points on the night. That one away. In the corner, Burrell.
Corners.
He only played 3, and until that moment, quarter, big minutes for as Hamby fades, fires the ball on the floor, stands as Nurse Clark finds some space. And
left, Pat, going left.
3 steals, 2 blocks, the Fever back. Inbound, Samuelson. Clark putting on the moves, gets by Nurse. Indiana's already committed 4. Nurse finds some space and hit.
Work off the screen and good time.
Here is Clark.
The second half for Kia Nurse. She is really
here of the Sparks second half.
I think all 3. Yeah, you got to throw it in.
14. Clark blows by McDonald.
Turned it over.
McDonald straight up. Been a great 3-point shooting team this year, but Harry McDonald with the steal and the finish will run for Los Angeles as Indiana. Clark seeing double, bounced the clock down to 5, hounded by Brink. Brink extra pass. Nurse has been brilliant. A whistle
around the game, wins a good
here in the second half. It's open. Tagged and then she went down.
Can you get 3 stops in a row? That's what you.
Brink lobbing it inside. Inbound Nurse. Will she do it again? Back for a rolling Boston foul.
They have made 12. That's
defensively all night, even when they were leading. Into the corner, Wallace will fire and hit him. Clark gets him. McDonald rattle. There's 6 games to open up the season.
You got your defense.
Clark, they get it to her. Certainly her best defensive 3, and will drive, get to the rim, lay it. Wallace gets rid of it.
Their ability to knock down threes. Last possession here for LA.
Since early in the first quarter, Brink is wide open and missed.
I think their ball movement's got to be better, and especially LA when 2.
Angeles 4 days ago. We'll see if she can find that same touch here from game clock down to 6.
Earned a spot in the starting lineup.
Indiana back within 3 and a hold there on back pass. It's Clark who's off to the races, and Caitlin Clark.
She made that defensive play happen because she jumped out to double.
2 steals, 2 blocks. And probably it's Hamby going post. Clark likes this matchup drive.
The play has been outstanding.
I felt it also. Smith on game, including Ari McDonald here. It's right back into the hands of Hamby, who turned it scorching to start this season. Pull from the corner. And McDonald.
I had a great conversation. Recommend it when you come to.
Flagrant 1. Caitlin Clark.
It happened because she jumped out to dump.
And probably your best defense. Mitchell on the drive, right to the rim. Back for Boston. She'll fire a 3 and
start the second half.
Brink in.
Call timeout to stifle and in.
Here's McDonald trying to create.
What the Fever are doing right now. She has to keep her.
Sees a wall, spins out of it nicely. It's available and did come back there early in the kick out. Here's Mitchell. Nurse trying to answer it. Clark lobs it. Fagbenle finishes. Weaver have 16 points in this, but halfway through it.
Turned it over.